everybody, it's Oldfan, and today we're going to look at one of the most prolific and influential producers of Dragon Ball toys ever, AB Group. AB is a French broadcasting company, who in addition to distributing the anime in both Europe and Canada, also once produced an amazing array of Dragon Ball related toys that have been enjoyed by kids and collectors around the world for years. This video is by no means a complete look at all of the Dragon Ball toys that AB had to offer, but I hope that it will give you a fairly sufficient idea of everything that they've produced. AB is most known for their 5-inch Super Guerrier line, or Super Warrior figures, many of which, though not all, were released into America during the late 1990s. The original line of 25 figures included Super Saiyan Son Gohan, Son Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Second Form Janemba, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Tapion, Minoshia, Hildegarn, Krillin, Great Saiyaman 2, Evil Buu, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Bardock, Frieza, Super Saiyan Broly, Piccolo, Super Saiyan Vegito, Kid Buu, Kamehameha Son Goku, Kibito, Super Android 13, and Android 15. In addition to the single figure releases, there were also 2-packs, though I only have a picture of this one at the moment. As we mentioned before, many of these figures, along with the Japanese Super Battle Collection, were released into America during the 1990s by Irwin Toys in America. They were re-released with Dragon Balls and weapons that, though had nothing to do with the figures themselves, actually were items that were seen at various points during the show. It's interesting to note that with few exceptions, the 5-inch line has rarely been bootlegged to my knowledge, though the image you see now appears to have been a collection of Chinese bootlegs released during an unknown year. To the great surprise of Dragon Ball toy collectors around the world, there was in fact a second wave of 5-inch figures released in France in new packaging, this time including figures of Raditz, Yamcha, Mr. Satan, Korin, Krillin, Yajirobe, Bulma, Chi-Chi, a fighting pose of Son Goku, Master Roshi, Vegeta with tail, Kid Gohan, as well as Kami, a Makankasapgo Piccolo, Nappa, First Form Frieza, and an amazing shirtless Son Goku. Again, these figures were also released with weapons. But AB's massive production of Dragon Ball goodness didn't stop there. They also had a line of articulated model kits with rubber clothing, very similar, or in some cases even exactly the same as model kits which also came out in America by Irwin Toys years later, as well as the full Action Kit series by Bandai Japan. Particularly interesting to note in these French AB model kit releases is that they included models of Tapion and Minoshia that were available nowhere else in the world to my knowledge, except perhaps Italy, though I'm not sure about that one. Another well-known set of AB Dragon Ball toys is the Jumbo line. The Jumbo line included a wonderful Fat Janemba, the incredibly rare Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, Super Saiyan Son Goku, which I have to note is a figure that may have originated in Japan, Great Saiyaman 2, Super Buu, Son Goku and Kid Son Gohan together, Super Saiyan Vegito, a regular Son Goku, Super Android 13, and Son Goten, which is a figure that does seem to have several variants. The tallest figures in the Jumbo line were around 16 inches tall. Many of these Jumbo figures were re-released into America by Irwin Toys, and also by Mattel in Mexico. The final AB Dragon Ball Jumbo is Tapion, and as it turns out, there's also a talking version of this Tapion release, which plays We Gotta Power, which I do have, and have made a video about several years ago, which you can still see on this channel. Apparently there was also a talking Jumbo version of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure, which I don't have a picture of at the moment, unfortunately. One last large AB Dragon Ball figure, though one that's quite different from the regular Jumbo line, is the 11-inch Super Saiyan Trunks, which fires a projectile and I think has battery-powered lights and sounds. This is another figure I actually do own, but I've never taken him out of the package. Now let's move on to the vehicles. The first one is Mr. Satan's car, which has 2 versions that I know of, one brightly colored and the other one mostly white. It's interesting to point out that while the 4 figures that come with this set are really quite ugly, they were in fact the only larger, colored, and articulated figures of Tien, Mr. Satan, and Bedell that existed for many, many years. There was also a motorcycle that came with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, a spaceship that came with a figure of Trunks. One of the best AB vehicles was an amazing playset for minifigures of Frieza's spaceship. I do actually have this and plan on making a proper review of it sometime soon. Next, there was an airplane of some sort with a Super Saiyan Son Gohan. And finally, there was a floating Kinto-un toy, which included 2 Son Goku figures, one of Goku as a child and the other as an adult. A version of this set was also released into America by Irwin Toys years later, though in the Irwin release, the Kid Goku figure was replaced by one of the most terrifying Son Gohan figures of all time. And now on to my favorite line of AB Dragon Ball toy offerings, the minifigures. AB released a truly astonishing array of Dragon Ball minifigures, both in an extensive 1-inch and 2-inch line. Both lines included toys of incredibly obscure characters. The 1-inch line, to the best of my knowledge, was released in these packs that you see now. And here's an example of one of the American Irwin releases of them. The massive 2-inch line was released several different ways, the first, if I'm not mistaken, being these wonderful square packs, an assortment of which you can see now. And here's an example of just one of the ways they were later released in America, this time as cheap keychains. In France, they were also released in the 3 Tire Liar sets, which were essentially coin banks that included an assortment of rare, high-quality figures, as well as playmats. There were 2 different large Tire Liars, one featuring an image of Tatiana on top, and the other a picture of Son Goku. The rare, smaller Tire Liars set featured a picture of Great Saiyan 2, who is of course Videl. Other 2-inch minifigure sets included a tub of minifigures with a half a Super Saiyan Goku figure on top, and a drinking cup of Son Gohan that included minifigures inside. However, the one pictured now is actually an Italian Giochi Preziosi release of that set. There is actually evidence that there may actually be even more AB Dragon Ball minifigures, not included in any of the sets that I've just shown to you. A few of these possible AB Dragon Ball minifigures are shown in the pictures as follows. If anybody can verify if the circle toys in the pictures that you see now are in fact AB Dragon Ball toys, then please let me know, and please, if you have them, make videos showing them off. In addition to the Frieza Spaceship minifigure playset that you saw earlier, there were also a number of other minifigure playsets that AB released to choose from. Other releases included the combat sets, which were essentially minifigure 2-packs of the characters and poses from scenes from the movies. There was also a line of mini vehicles, which may have been die-cast, but I'm actually not sure about that. There was a series of bendy figures, a Rock'em Sock'em Robot style set featuring Super Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. There were watches. Sadly, I only have images of the Super Saiyan Goten watch. I do think that there are more of them besides just the Goten. There were other companies that released watches very suspiciously similar to this watch, so I think there are more. Does anyone out there have any of them? One of the rarest AB Dragon Ball items that I actually own is this Super Saiyan Goku alarm clock. And there was also this interesting giant puzzle. One of the strangest sets of releases were these children's costumes of Super Saiyan Son Goku, Super Saiyan Great Saiyaman, and Gotenks. And sadly, that brings us to the end of everything that I've got to show. I hope that you've enjoyed this look at the French Dragon Ball toys of AB. To see even more AB Dragon Ball toys not included here, please be sure to check out the checklist on DragonBallFigures.com. Link below. So what's your favorite AB Dragon Ball toy? Do you collect these figures? Know of any that I missed that really ought to have been included here? Do you have images or other examples of these same toys that were released in other countries that I may not be aware of? If so, tell me all about it in the comments or make a video response. I like this new idea of doing sort of a full expose on different Dragon Ball toy producing companies. What company should I do next? So once again, this has been Oldfan. I will be back with more Dragon Ball toy videos very soon. Thank you very much everyone for watching, all the best, and bye for now.